Greetings and bienvenue. Welcome to Midnight Broadcast. Tonight's tale was originally posted in a Shadow People thread, and our narrator talks about his doctor friend. I humbly present to you, dear viewer, the doctor.
Jesus Christ, reading this thread I can't help but think my own personal whatever it might be one on these. Quick rundown of what's going on. Tall, dark man wears a plague doctor's mask. Comes to me every night between the hours of 3 and 5 a.m. I can't speak, move, etc. I can only move my eyes. He stands right at the side of my bed mostly, sometimes he's hovering directly above me, can't always see him perfectly. Fucking talks to me, usually about my activities or general thoughts throughout the day. For example, he's asked me about my writing, what I want to do this summer, how I'm going to live after I eventually move out, when I'll finally go camping, etc. He knows I can't answer and just prattles on for maybe 10 minutes a day, usually gives sound advice if I need it. He even knows when I've told people about him and has called me out on it before, but doesn't mind so much. This has been going on since August 2011 and only in the last 6 months has it become a nightly thing. Used to only be every couple of nights. I've also had some really fucked up paranormal encounters where he's come to me after the fact and told me things about what it was I saw or heard or whatever. Sometimes he'll even warn me before I go places or tell me about things I didn't even know I was near. I don't think he's evil by any means, but I can't really say he's my guardian or some shit. He just seems like a friendly passerby that won't leave. Pic related, closest thing Google Images had to him. Same anon, still bored enough to be on X, bumping with a couple of stories. Condensing them as best I can, but there are 3 of them and I have a deadline tomorrow, so I'm going to make this quick. If anybody gives half a fuck, feel free to say so and validate my existence. December 2011. A friend of my mother's is moving into a new house, her husband is away on business. And she's pregnant. Asks me to help unload stuff, set up the house and clean. The neighborhood isn't great, so she asks me to spend the night because she doesn't want to risk anything happening while she's alone. I get an airbed on first floor in the living room that has sliding glass doors leading to the backyard and no curtains to speak of. The house has been giving me the creeps all day, lots of clunking and shit coming from the pipes. Can't sleep, end up laying there until about 1:30 a.m, there is literally no sound coming from anywhere. Suddenly I hear the side door opening in the kitchen 20 feet away. I'm frozen fucking solid and in a cold sweat. Can hear loud shuffling heading up the stairs, pretty sure it was plastic grocery bags. Goes up and never comes down. Don't sleep, my doctor friend visits at his usual time. Says only one thing to me, don't move. I can see him sort of glide off into the other room where the staircase is. A minute later and there's this ungodly screeching coming from upstairs, followed up by the violent clunking of the pipes from earlier. Don't sleep all night after that. The next day the pregnant chick wakes up, her own airbed was on the other side of the living room in the corner, and tells me I look like shit. Explain to her what happened last night. Calls bullshit but is still a little freaked, sends me upstairs with baseball bat. Shit's a fucking mess. Our windows were broken, there was a hole punched in the wall, some of the boxes were ripped up by what looked like a dog or cat, the fucking toilet seat in the upstairs bathroom was snapped in half and the back lid of the toilet was completely gone. Didn't find anybody or anything though. Call the cops finally. They tell us it was probably just some hobo looking for a place to crash. That day the chick's husband comes home and I go back to my own place. That night when the doc comes for his nightly checkup, he tells me I was lucky I didn't open the closet when I was up there. Don't even fucking go back to that place. July 2012, the couple moves out. 3 weeks later, some dude is killed at the place and it makes the local paper. Clawed to death by a bear in the backyard, there was no fence and the place is near the woods. Once again the doc comes and tells me it was no bear. My fucking face during the whole ordeal. June 2012. Perfect weather to go in a woods. Decide to fuck it and camp behind my house, since this is a fairly woodsy state, WA. Gear up, go out and set up camp about a mile out. All goes well until nightfall. Fucking shit, I forgot the flashlight. Why am I so autistic? Like an idiot I go back to my house to get one. Easily make it back even in the dark because I've been out this way a million times. Grab flashlight and the lantern, then head back outside through the back door. Standing at the edge of the woods is this motherfucker. Like, I don't even fucking know what it was, certainly not an animal from around here. Long ass legs, down on all fours, skinny as shit, long neck, no hair anywhere. It's standing right at the start of the path I always use to go in a woods. And it's looking right at me. Jesus fucking Christ, that is a big mouth. Slowly back up to the door, not taking my eyes off the thing. Open it up and go back inside, lock the door, shove a chair in front of it and turn on all the lights. That night I don't even lay down to go to sleep. The doc comes anyway. I'm frozen in front of my computer. Don't go back. Don't go back into the woods for 2 days, leaving all my shit out there. I grab a couple of buddies to come with me because I'm a pussy. We get to my campground and there's nothing left but my torn up sleeping bag. No trace of anything else in the area, no footprints, no markings, nothing but the cotton from my gutted sleeping bag. I never went back to that spot and there's no force on earth that can make me. Last story, coming up. Last week. Try going urban exploring because I'm a dumb shit. Had this one place pegged for the last couple of months, posted on X before about it, pic related. Wait until nighttime, grab gear. My camera is dead though, picture is about 2 months old, took it when I was out scouting for places. This is about half a mile away from my house in the opposite direction of the campground in my previous story, so I figure there's no chance of running into it. The night before the doc comes to me and tells me to be quiet. Spend all day wondering what the fuck he meant. Shrug it off and set out for the warehouse. Get inside, loads of old equipment laying around, all rusted to hell, and back because the roof is shit and leaks like a horny bitch. Really deep inside there's this makeshift skate park, ramps and crap made of wood and chunks of concrete. Really wishing I had my camera right now. Suddenly footsteps. I duck behind a pile of crap in the corner by one of the doors. 2 guys walk in from the other side of the room dressed in black, talking about I don't know what. Another guy comes in from the door to my left with a black plastic bag. He greets the other 2 coldly, then throws the bag at them. The 2 open it up, whisper something to each other and throw it back. The guy with the bag says with a heavy Irish accent, "All in place for the delivery." One of the 2 in black just nods, the other has his cell phone out and is typing something. Irish guy says it's been a pleasure, gents, then turns on his heels and leaves the way he came. The 2 guys in black just stand around for a few minutes, seemingly for no fucking reason whatsoever before leaving. All this time I'm scared out of my mind, no idea what the fuck just happened. I wait another half an hour before leaving just to be safe. When I get home I call the cops but they never follow up. Trying to sleep that night was a nightmare, didn't stop doc. You need to stop sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. I know you aren't trying to, but you simply must put in some effort against it. Still haven't bought a new camera so I can go back and take more pictures. And I still don't know what the fuck the doc is.
What is the doctor? Is he a shadow person, a spirit, or a guardian angel? Please post your thoughts in the comment below. I hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you enjoyed tonight's story, then please subscribe to the channel as more Greentext will appear daily. A new broadcast will appear when the clock strikes midnight Central Time.